it's Dr. Sarah. Do you ever find yourself thinking that, wow, we're really dealing with a lot of change? This idea that change is even a 21st century phenomenon. Do you ever find yourself in that space? I really want to encourage you to think about history and think about all the change and transformation that has occurred. Now, a lot of times we like to think about technology and digital tools as key facets of change, right? It's easy for us to identify technology because there's a shared experience around that, right? We can think about how our schools had chalkboards, right? And over the decades in America, they've shifted to having smart boards and iPads in certain schools, right? We can see that that is a specific, visible, noticeable change and transformation, right? We can see that in our work life and in our personal lives. We can see that over the past 2 decades with the emergence of social media, with technology, with phones, with computers. But change is not limited just to technology. And so there are two important tools that we want to offer you as you navigate change and as you lead through change. The first tool in this leadership toolkit would be to unlock systems thinking. Have you heard of systems thinking before? Systems thinking is very fundamental in reshaping how you approach or how you view a situation. Now, systems thinking really has us understand that there are components inside our organization, outside our organization that impact how our leaders around us and ourselves make decisions, how we act, how we behave, what we view is in the best interest of the business that we may be working for. Now, with systems thinking in mind, we have to recognize the systems in which we are a part of. And so one way to do that is to look internally to your organization. What systems are within your organization? Think about the teams that you may be on. Think about the department you may be within. Think about even organizational systems. Now, also think about those systems that exist outside of your organization. So where these external influences may impact your business and the decision that your business makes. So this could be industry, it could be society, it could be national influences. This is an important topic to really start to unlock and to start to get a handle on as you explore leadership and strengthening your leadership. Because the more that you understand what systems that you exist within, the more you can strengthen your leadership and understanding how you may influence for the positive, how you might bring about positive transformation to those systems in which you exist. So that's number one. Number two is to unlock the steepled analysis tool. So this is a second tool for your toolbox of how you can lead through change. The steepled analysis is a very helpful tool. You may have heard of a pest analysis before, and a steepled analysis is just a more comprehensive version of that. With the steepled analysis, it is an acronym. So the S stands for social, T stands for technological, E stands for economic, E stands for environmental, P stands for political, L stands for legal, E stands for ethical, and D stands for demographics. And with this analysis, what you are doing is staying aware of what's happening in these different spaces. So what's going on with technology, right? So I mentioned technology at the beginning of this because a lot of times that's what we think about when we think about change. We think, oh, what's the newest technology? Or, oh man, now I've got to learn a new technology, right? Whatever that may be. But the steepled analysis really opens our eyes to all of the different types of external factors that influence change, that influence those environments in which we are leading. So I invite you to think about a geography. Sometimes folks will pick a nation that they are servicing. Some folks will pick a state or a region. Pick an area, a geographic area, and then do some research. Now, this is really fun because through my consulting work, I've worked with organizations and we've done a steepled analysis program that's been a multi-day workshop across multiple departments of an organization, all the way through to scaling the steepled analysis down to a 15-minute reflective activity that you can integrate into your work week. So it's definitely adaptable. It's one of those tools as well that I always encourage folks, get other people involved, right? Have other people with different experiences also participating in this type of work. So what you'll do is then research, right? Emerging trends or new happenings or new changes to laws or new opportunities that exist. And by staying aware of these external factors, right? These external things that are happening outside of your organization, that's where you can really start to ideate, right? You can ideate what are new R&D opportunities for the business, right? What are new services or products that we can offer folks? Or what are upcoming challenges that may be coming that we're going to have to navigate and start preparing the organization for today? It lets us practice awareness. It lets us practice being in tune and understanding what are some of these changes that are going to be happening. So I invite you to dig deeper into those two options of systems thinking and the steepled analysis in your work as you learn more about how you can lead successfully through change. So let me ask you, how might you strengthen your leadership as you navigate change?